An unprecedented season that saw 32 of the best form 8 teams. And this weekend, we determine the one that will rise above the rest. The inaugural AVP League Championships are here. And for the New York Nitro, speed kills. While the San Diego Smash have had a late climactic rise. Miles Evans, Chase Budinger look to continue their momentum. Semifinal number 2 is here. Shining under the lights of Los Angeles. The Dignity Health Sports Park is the place to be this weekend as it's the AVP League Championships. We've got so much coming your direction as this has been the inaugural season of the AVP League. It's the New York Nitro versus the San Diego Smash. It doesn't get better than this. The second semifinal is about to begin. The Dallas Dream have already booked their ticket into the championship. So let's get to know these teams just a little bit better. The New York Nitro have Ta.Crabb and Taylor Sander, but on the opposite side, it's Chase Budinger and Miles Evans. They have been so solid in their last 4 competitions. Their efficiencies have climbed through the roof. But on the other side, for the New York Nitro, they have sat atop the order. Coming up with win after win, Ta.Crabb and Taylor Sander playing alongside Kelly Chang and Sarah Hughes. And speaking of teams, well, we've got the best team right here in the booth as well as down on the sand. Hi, everyone. Cameron Irwin alongside a couple Olympians. We've got a gold medalist and a 2-time Olympian. That's Rich Lamborn and Kevin Barnett. I'm Cameron Irwin, and Casey Patterson will be joining us down on the sand. All right, guys, this is a matchup we are sure to pay attention to. I'll start with you, Rich. Taylor and Taylor, the New York Nitro, have been phenomenal through the season. What do they have to do here to pick up the win?
Well, we know them, we love them. They're kind of the human highlight package in a beach volleyball team, right? But sometimes consistency can plague them. They've been tremendous throughout league play. If they can keep their level of consistency up, expect them to be very difficult this evening.
Taylor Sander, one of the best servers we've seen through league play. On the opposite side, it's Miles Evans and Chase Budinger. They have played phenomenally well in their last 4 matches. What do they have to do here to pick up the win?
I think the key is going to be for Miles Evans to remain aggressive. I want to see him remain aggressive at the line. I think he's good when he gets around the side of the ball and puts a lot of that left to right pressure on people, again with the serving. And I think also when he gets into transition, be aggressive there. Play with confidence. And aggressive isn't always hitting the ball hard, but being definite about his choices.
Well, and this is a bit of a unique matchup, too, because these teams have faced each other already once this season. How does that kind of create a wrinkle in terms of this second matchup?
Well, it's always hard to keep playing the same teams, right? We just saw the World Series wrap up here not too far from here, and they talk about seeing a pitcher for the 2nd and 3rd time, right? So that kind of bodes well for the San Diego Smash. But I think, like I said, Taylor and Taylor so tough. If they can do what they are capable of out there, it's going to be a long night for San Diego.
All right, well, can the San Diego Smash continue their momentum? It's time to go to the 5th member of our team. Here's Mark Sherman with our player introductions.
Yes, it is time for semifinal number 2. Who will meet the Dallas Dream in the championship match? Let's meet the teams first for the San Diego Smash. Wearing the number 1, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall out of UC Santa Barbara, it's Miles Evans. Wearing the number 2, standing 6 feet 7 inches tall out of Arizona, it's Chase Budinger. And their opponents, the number 1 seed, New York Nitro. Wearing the number 1, standing 6 feet tall out of Long Beach State, it's Ta.Crabb. And wearing the number 2 at 6 feet 4 inches tall out of BYU, Taylor Sander.
The last time these two teams met, it was a best-of-3 competition. It went all the way down to the third set, 15-11, in favor of Ta.Crabb and Taylor Sander. The New York Nitro in the light blue. On the opposite side, the dark blue are the San Diego Smash. Welcome to the AVP League. Men and women on the same team. You gotta pick up a win, and not just one, but 2 sets to find yourself in the championships. A first look at Miles Evans. Direction of Taylor Sander. Quick touch and the early block from Chase Budinger. Doubles down. Evans calculates, and he's denied access.
Rich going full monster block up here already on point number 1. I love it. Taylor Sander, you may not think about him as one of the elite blockers, but he's proven it with the numbers this year.
Well, yeah, and particularly in league play, Kevin, he has been quite a force. He had a match with 8, count them, 8 blocks in it, and he's already at 1-0.
Yeah, he's checking in with 26 on the season. That number kind of snuck up on me, too. I knew, hey, he's a factor at the net, but I felt like Ta.Crabb's been digging a lot behind him, and of course, we know about the highlights offensively, but just to look at the complete performance in numbers at the end of 8 weeks was remarkable.
One apiece here. Chase Budinger, former NBA star, is up at the net. And it's a little bit of a unique blocking matchup between these two teams. We just witnessed in the first semifinal a 6'7" versus a 6'9" block. Not necessarily the case in this one, but still high flyers.
Yeah, I think, and Chase must get some blocks. He had just 1 in that week 3 matchup against the Nitro that went 2 sets, and he has just 13 on the season, which is only, to go give you a bunch of numbers, as there's an ace serve there right up the middle. To give you a bunch of numbers to throw at you, look, it's 1.5 blocks per set, basically, for Chase on the year, as that one knifes right into the middle into a hot pocket. And Theo, on the other hand, the best blocker, he's averaging over 4 a set.
That's a lot, right?
I mean, it's such a huge difference. Fast offense to the outside. You're pointing at it, Cam.
I am pointing at it because I feel like there has been a significant elevation of offense on the side of the San Diego Smash. Just in those last 4, it felt like, you know, they were running slower tempo, and all of a sudden they're running shoot sets to the pin. They had that little break in the middle, Rich, but it's completely changed their offensive rhythm.
Well, they're playing their best ball of late, which bodes well for them, of course. It'll be interesting. You talk about matchups. We've seen Sander, one of the upgrades he's made in his blocking game is kind of that indoor style swing blocking, right? And so how does that match up against the shoot sets that Chase and Miles run? Pretty well, one would think. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Playing your best volleyball has mattered. You look at what Harvard and DeBerg did to the A-team, 15-12, 15-12 in our first match of the night. They've been on that kind of escalator of performance.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, timing a hot streak is not something you can purposefully do, but you can certainly benefit from, and both of those teams reaping the benefits.
Like maybe a hot streak at the end of, say, a quad where like you win World League and then go on to win an Olympic Games. Is that kind of hot streak you're talking about?
Right. And then the rest of the quad, everyone's going, I'm sorry, who?
Doesn't matter. Nobody remembers that rest of the quad.
That's right.
No, didn't even happen. Fell into a time warp.
Get a chance to see the New York Nitro, who have only taken 2 losses through league play.
I was thinking about how the Nitro win this one. Talked a little bit about how the Smash win this one. I think you need to get some balls to Sander. He has 88 fewer attempts than Crabb. In fact, they serve him here and give him a shot at it.
There's that swing block.
And that shoot set. And I think also Crabb needs to continue his conversions with variety. I haven't seen anybody play that short, deep game better than anyone when it comes to Ta.Crabb. He's been remarkable at that, where he just can yo-yo you back to the back line and then very shallow.
Yeah, and right now, to your point, Kev, they are going almost exclusively at Sander, and it's working out fairly well for them.
Yeah, interesting strategy there. I don't think I would serve him long term. You know, a passer indoors with all that power, with that, you know, missing muscle. If you were with us earlier in the year, Ta.Crabb, in fact, Dr. Crabb, detailing the physiology of his partner.
Yeah, who knew that a missing muscle on your scapula could be such an advantage?
And I like more of that, too. I like more options to Chase. I felt like in week 3 when they met, they weren't going enough to giving Chase these opportunities.
Yeah, it's one of those added elements to their offense since that break. Again, the San Diego Smash just 2 weeks ago were sitting at 8th in the standings. A 3-1 performance on the weekend propelled them to a 5th place position. Again, only the top 4 teams making the championships this weekend. They went 3-1 again as you check out the pokey set from Ta.Crabb.
Yeah, we talked about the highlight reel capacity of this squad, and there's a look at it.
Line-to-line serve. Sander swings. And his partner with the fleet feet. Quick set and coffin corner. Ta.Crabb caught looking.
Man, it bums me out when T-Crabbs doesn't take a healthy cut in transition. He's got so many shots. He's got so much variety he can hit you with. But, man, I just think more often than not, you should be taking a big swing.
And he has that.
Yeah.
A lot more heat than his brother.
Oh, I love it. Well, I mentioned the 5th member of our crew, the 4th member, Casey Patterson. What's going on?
Yeah, a lot of high flying down here. This is a super physical match, just what we've been talking about. I love the angle of serving Taylor Sand a little bit more. Let's make him tired. Let's wear him out. Let's make him play a little bit more than normal, right? I mean, we're not scared. Great vibe down here. We got the girls throwing the football. So along with that, we got Jake Gibb later on. I'm stoked to talk to him. But right now,
Jake Gibb?
Yes, Jake Gibb is down here. I'm going to talk to him. I don't want to stop talking to him, telling old war stories. So, but we're loving this. It's rad format. He loves it. So we'll get our some more from him later.
That's a great tease, Casey Patterson. Nice work. Jake Gibb in the house.
I love the Jake Gibb mention because I had him in here, Rich. Sometimes Taylor and Taylor can play kind of flat, and there's not a ton of energy on their side necessarily all the time. I felt like Jake was always the energy guy to Taylor's Crabb's lack of willingness to talk and get after it, but be excellent at the same time. Can Sander give him a little bit more? Should he give him a little bit more energy on a regular basis?
It's tough to say because, you know, you have to kind of play within whatever your personality is. Sure. But when you make great plays and you generate emotion, and then you kind of have less emotion when you're not making great plays, that can be a tough roller coaster to ride. You know what I mean? So there has to be some way, to your point, of generating it in kind of those lulls.
See, I think the dynamic's a little bit different because considering the New York Nitro probably being one of the most entertaining duos that we've seen through league play, they've been absolute performers, not just from an output spot, but also from an entertainment value.
Well, what does every coach say? You can't just turn it on for matches. Exhibit A. These guys just turn it on. You'll see them kind of working their way through a set or through a match, and then all of a sudden they'll crank it up about 3 steps and win the set of the match.
All right, let's get dialed in here. Just a 1-point game. We play to 15 in this best of 3 as there's an ace to even the score. And you guys remarked on going after Sander. Well, the last time they met, Ta.Crabb had a 20-kill performance on 25 attempts.
Right.
Just 4 errors as they go to him here. And he is housed. Perfect timing for C-Bud.
Yeah, I love that serve from Miles. He just got the ace on Taylor Sander up the line, but also they haven't served, Cam, as you mentioned, Ta.Crabb a lot, so not necessarily in a good offensive rhythm, and Chase shuts him down hard in the angle.
Just 1 block the last time they met. Here's the route and the slide. Evans is on it.
That's a scouting report kind of play right there. They were ready for that because that inside out is something that gets run all the time. And a beautiful job running it down by Miles Evans.
An absolute turn here. The San Diego Smash up by 2.
But I love the way they've run it here. You've got a block from Chase, and you have multiple aggressive serves here, especially with the ace down at the end from Miles. This time he soft puts it in.
Sander just challenges the block.
Yeah, that's a great side out from New York, but I really like what Miles did there. You mentioned they scored those 3 in a row. Keep it on the Nitro.
Okay.
Make them earn the side out. If they do, good for them, but don't give away anything.
Yeah, Chase was on the block again. He was in the right spot.
Miles Evans sitting on the right side of the court. Watch for Chase Budinger on the option here. Quick set to the pin. And his hands are there, he just can't close, Rich.
Yeah, he's getting beaten with the tempo there. He's in pretty good position, and I like him kind of swing blocking his way out there. It's just a good, high, aggressive swing from Miles Evans.
Last meeting again, a 3-set battle. From the middle here, and back to the line. He loves to run that offense just slightly inside.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he can hit every imaginable shot from that position. Really great vision on that one, going all the way to the sideline.
You were chuckling on that one. You like that shot.
Well, he just kind of gives you a little bit of wizardry with his hand before he goes that way, right? Just to kind of twist the knife, maybe.
Little smoke and mirrors, taking the pace off. Pulled on him, and he makes him pay.
I like the aggressive confidence of the smash so far in this set.
San Diego smash, fending off the short jump serve. Now at a set point opportunity. Evans finds the antenna.
Critical moment here for the smash. I think the whole momentum of this set and perhaps the match could change right here if they are unable to close it.
Yeah, I think if San Diego wins this point, the momentum stays squarely with them.
Second set point.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Ta.Crabb with a one-arm scoop, but sends it out of the stadium. The San Diego smash pick up the first.
Momentum saved.
Gosh, you two.
You knew what I meant.
My goodness. The San Diego smash with the late push yet again. The offensive performance paying off.
The AVP League is brought to you by Wilson, the official ball of the AVP.
How about a little magic, huh?
Welcome back to Dignity Sports Park, as we've got a special guest soon to join. Not only Casey Patterson, the Olympian, how about the 4-time Olympian? Jake Gibb is in the house. Let's check out this former partnership.
Oh, down here with my buddy. It's almost like when I'm on vacation now that Jake's here. Jake, you were down in Manhattan Beach with your Spiker Beach Volleyball Club, and you heard about the AVP in a different way than you normally have. What was the story you told me? I want everybody to hear.
Well, yeah, somebody that was part of Wave Volleyball Club just told me that they were bummed. They were like, oh, well, the Smash lost, and they referred to them as the Smash and not the players. And I was like, oh, okay. I started to see like, oh, they see that as their team from San Diego lost, and they were bummed they weren't going to come. So I won't bring up the fact that they didn't come, but the fact is that they're starting to see the franchise behind it, and the energy behind the city versus city was really cool for me. I was like, I don't think you're going to build, you know, like a whole stadium of San Diego Smash, but you're going to build fan by fan and start to build something. So for me, I was like, all right, I'm starting to see it. And it was really cool. And what's even cooler than that is see you interviewing me right now, because it's unbelievable.
And we're going to make a comeback. I think we're going to start a new team, the Huntington Beach Hammers.
Yes, Huntington Beach Hammers can actually, dude, for 15 points, you and I can go out there and win right now. Let's see, Taylor and Taylor.
I just wanted you to say it.
I love it.
Yeah, adorable.
This is so fantastic. Former partners interviewing one another. Two of the greatest and most entertaining on the sand. So great to have Jake Gibb in the house. And he makes a great point. People are attaching themselves to franchises around the country. We've gone to so many different cities, and Dallas last weekend was superb. I mean, these cities are really starting to rally around teams.
He's not the first one to tell me that they found themselves cheering for the team. I had a friend from Miami, and she said, I was at the event, and halfway through, I was like, yeah, Miami! And
Yeah, of course.
just because she's from Miami. So
I like the Huntington Beach hammer idea. Clearly, that's a carpentry reference.
Either of those guys know how to wield a hammer? I don't know. I'll have to check with them.
Again, Jake Gibb, 34 titles on the AVP Tour. Great to have him in the house as we are now underway in the second set, and the option is there for Chase Budinger.
I think the more options they take, the better for this crew. Just keep scooping that thing up tight and keep letting Chase feast.
Yeah, and if you're the Nitro, you've got to serve it away from the midline of Miles Evans. He's too good a serve receiver, even on good Taylor Sander jump serves.
Miles Evans currently hiding behind the block of C-Bud in transition and eliminates the kill.
Very interesting. The San Diego Smash continuing their great run of play. Looking smooth out there, Kev.
Yeah, Miles being deliberate. When I said we opened this up, what I meant for Miles was that he needed to not be tentative. Don't take 15% off the speed and the execution of the shot or swing. Go ahead. Otherwise, Taylor takes advantage. He'll run him down. Go ahead and just hit it with confidence. Hit it to a spot. Drop it off the end of your hand. Throw it up there for your partner.
Cut shot picked up. Quick transition and a attempt doesn't go the direction of the New York Nitro. And to your point, I was just going to say about confidence for Miles Evans. He had his best hitting performance against this team throughout league play. He hit .526 last time they met.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing unbelievable ball. He's being propped up by his partner, being big up front with the blocks. But, yeah.
There's Taylor Sander.
The consistency is starting to kind of rear its ugly head a little bit for the Nitro thus far. We saw that the replay of that last play where they kind of try and do some highlight magic and don't capitalize on a pretty good point scoring opportunity.
Yeah, leave that for the Troy Field commercial.
Taylor Sander snaps the serve. Option unavailable. Sander can't turn, but that's an angle and a wrist only Ta.Crabb's got.
And that's right to Rich's point. Don't get creative, don't get crazy with an easy opportunity. Just make it a nice pass, get yourself a straight run up, because then Ta.Crabb can take advantage of all the different contortions he can put on his arm.
Yeah, and one of those contortions is Miles Evans at the net instead of Chase Budinger in front of him in transition.
High pass, and Chase Budinger taking flight.
Yeah, there again, a wonderful, wonderful pass from Miles Evans on an incredible serve. Look at this, just kind of opening up perfect, and no hesitation from Budinger.
No, you should just keep taking those. And that, go ahead and try and do that. Have your friend pass the ball real high up onto the net and try and track it to the net and then get some heat on it.
And by the way, that ball's spinning the opposite direction of what you want it to, so.
Quick snap again for Ta.Crabb, sees the pulling block.
There's some crispiness.
Yeah, from well off the net, too, which kind of speaks more to why we want to see Ta.Crabbs taking healthy cuts at the ball.
Chase Budinger over the top. There's the defensive prowess of Ta.Crabb.
Yeah, that's a great swing in transition. I don't know if our audio picked up somebody in the crowd claiming it was the wrong person to serve when the serve went to Chase Budinger. Turned out to be the right person, and that was the right swing from Ta.Crabb in transition.
Fast set.
And just like indoors, there's the risk of running that fast offense. If you're at all off, the play can deteriorate rapidly.
Well, so you see the little hiccup there, right? Because it looked like the option, and then Miles sort of stopped his momentum. Then, of course, you don't have as much lift. It is a kind of a razor-sharp line that they walk with that set.
I got a couple numbers for you guys in terms of the San Diego Smash. Their efficiency average over the first 4 competitions, 288. The last 4, 391. A huge reason being they've been connecting on that play more often than not.
And I like the fact that they've gone to something different. They identified they were struggling. They weren't playing their best volleyball. They were kind of at each other a little bit. But they've come back together, and done a number of things here, taking more option, going with the speed offense, having Miles be aggressive. I feel like Miles is a guy, if you fill him with confidence, he will deliver that on the court.
Yeah, there's also a little bit of an element of these setups we have, the court setups. It's kind of a jumpy type of a sand, and that lends itself to a little more physicality out of the players. I think that opens up Miles' offensive range a little bit. His hitting window becomes a little bit bigger. It allows you to do some of the tempo things and play sets that we're seeing from the Smash.
Well, let's take a look at the standings coming into the championships. Over 8 weeks of the regular season through league play, you were vying for points to get into the top 4. Only the top 4 made the championships. The San Diego Smash, the last team to get in at 8-8. It was an all-out war between them and the Austin Aces to close out week 8. But the Dallas Dream have booked their ticket to the championships. Will it be the top 2 from the league standings finding themselves in tomorrow's championship battle? And they connect right back out of the timeout.
Yeah, I think if you're Taylor Sander right now, you've got to completely ignore the Chase Budinger hit option.
Let him have it.
Let him have it and get into your swing blocking posture on that shoot set.
And I think you got to stop overrunning it. Make him hit the line off that low shoot.
What a play from C-Bud. Crab's on it. And you need a little more of that if you're the Nitro.
But that's what he can do. When Rich was talking about get on the ball, he not only can get on it quick, but he needs very little window to do it. So his actual motion of himself is quick, but he also requires no height of set. Look how quick this opportunity is, and he still heats it up to the point where it can't be dug.
Yeah, you have to credit Taylor Sander as well for kind of being able to find that low dig and put it up in that small window for Ta.Crabb to ignite.
Taylor Sander, one of the best servers on the sand, and it just really hasn't come together yet in this matchup. He just misses.
He's high risk, high reward. Has a lot of aces, but he also has a lot of errors.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of those come in succession.
Crabb fighting with the sideline. Deterring the kill is Miles Evans. Transition play.
Sitting in the pocket.
Sitting in the pocket, our boy down there, CPAT, calls that JV angle. If you hit directly towards the corner, good defenders, the likes of Miles Evans, are going to scoop that a lot.
Letting him off the hook. New York Nitro still looking to take this second set. If they do, we'd go to a third set. A look to the San Diego Smash women. Tony Rodriguez, one of the best up-and-coming blockers on the women's side, playing alongside Gina Urango. They will face off against Kelly Chang and Sarah Hughes. A little tempo on the opposite. Ooh, quality touch.
Yeah, and that's just a strange lapse right there. You don't see a ball ping off the arms of Miles Evans and serve receive very frequently. A little bit of a rough time for that to happen if you're the Smash.
Product of UC Santa Barbara, stands at 6'4". There's the touch they need for the New York Nitro. And the light work for Ta.Crabb.
He gave it that little snake charmer again.
He looks like he's doing the Casey Patterson arm wave in the middle of his swing.
After you try and run down that one like Chase Budinger and crush it, then you have to try and turn it inside out a little bit. Like Crabb.
Yeah, I felt the wince in my rotator cuff just watching the replay.
I hurt myself imitating it here in the booth just now.
Find an orthopedic surgeon for you.
Bill Stetson, where are you at?
Nitro hanging on to a 2-point lead. Crabb quick to get up. And a seismic swing to boot.
So what was working in the first set were some of those quick points when it came on the side of the Smash. Aces and blocks. Those to me are quick points. There's a little bit from Ta.Crabb.
Yeah.
But here they're not getting them. Smash aren't getting those easy points here in the second set, and consequently they're struggling a little bit. And there's the big points the other way.
Hero of the play, Taylor Sander.
Yeah, that's a tremendous move. dive with the left hand into the angle. Have a look. Just kind of more of a static setup, but the timing is perfect. And I think maybe to borrow a word from you, Cam, that might have been seismic as well.
A lot of tectonic action here in LA tonight.
I knew you'd like that word.
Yeah, we don't need any more seismic activity here in Los Angeles. I
No, we
don't think.
don't.
New York Nitro finding a different gear here in set 2. We take the second, we play a third. A different route. And an explosion of offense.
You should just draw that. Where he passed it from, where he went, back to the outside, back to the inside where he hit the ball. It's all jagged lines.
Yeah. He got tired of Ta.Crabb having all the fun with the route running.
I'm not sure that his legs understand that he's jumping out of sand, because it looks like he's just elevating.
Set
with
point.
Ease.
Reminds me of the way Sarah Hughes plays defense, as though she's on the hard court.
Bit of shallow sand here, built at the Dignity Health Sports Park. Man, it sure has been a fun brand of volleyball to watch, though. From indoor locations now back outdoors. Just high-flying volleyball. Crabb adjusts his glasses with the perfect vision. He finds set number 2.
They found the on switch and flipped it.
The New York Nitro. What a second set. 15-11, creating a good bit of margin.
I love this about the Taylors, that they can do that. They look so discombobulated at the start of this set. They were trying to do a little too much. They were putting plays into the net, and then they dial it in and go back to being the highlight reels.
Well, yeah, they're not short on poise. They may, consistency may elude them from time to time, but they never seem to get too rattled, no matter what's going on out there. Certainly that man does not.
And they started picking up some of those easy points that were coming for the smash in the first. I was looking at easy points, which are aces and stuff blocks. Coming into this, 47 for the Nitro on the season, 25 for the other side for the smash. And I think that's where they're really struggling, because not only you get that point, but you get that momentum, you get that feel. We see it, we feel it with the crowd, we feel it up here of a big stuff or a nice clean ace. Yeah, I think those are worth extra.
And it does tend to wear on you if you have to work so hard every time you're scoring a point.
Right.
A look to our court as the ladies are starting to warm up for the next competition. If you're just joining us for the first time on the AVP League, well, this competition is about men and women competing in a team format. So you have to pick up a team win in order to move on to the championships. That requires a best of 2, a best 2 of 3 in terms of the competition. Kelly Chang, Sarah Hughes will face off against Gina Urengo and Tony Rodriguez. Now, in the AVP League Championships, there is something called the golden set. We got to get into it here before the start of the third. If they split, the men and the women sitting at 1-1, we go to a golden set. The deciding factor, just 15 points, will be shared between both genders. You switch at 8. The higher seeded team picking up the chance to choose who goes first. We've never seen anything like this. We don't even know how the strategy will play out. What are your thoughts, Kev?
The Nitro will be the higher seeded team. So if we do get to a golden set, they'll get to choose. It will be men or it will be women. If it were me and I was out on the sand, I would take me. Just because I'm warm. Not because it's me, but because I'm warm, I'm ready to go. And at least then your partners, your other gender, would know, hey, I have to get warm on the sidelines. And they get a shot at it.
That seems like the most prudent way to do it. But it's anybody's guess.
Right before we start this set 3, let's go down to Casey Patterson and check in.
Down here with Sarah Hughes, we're dancing to stay warm, getting fired up. She was just out on the sand. What do you think of the arena here? How are you feeling about the boys making it go 3? What are our thoughts right now?
I love it. It feels electric in here. I think this is one of the coolest stadiums that we've played in. So to have it be the championship is really cool. And now we're just waiting for Nitro to close the third out.
The ultimate question, if we have to go to a dream, like the dream breaker at the very end, and you've just been on the sand, would you rather stay and play or let the boys come on?
I think versus this team, we'll have the boys go first and we'll close out.
Okay, there we go. We have a plan.
We also haven't discussed that with them, but I think that might be the play.
You just told them that. Perfect. Okay, we've solved it.
I
We've
think
solved the question.
We're calling Sarah Hughes the captain
Taylors
of
are pretty good with anything.
the New York Nitro.
I want to be privy to that discussion. I want to see how that goes down.
She's just deciding as 2 points go the direction of the San Diego Smash. Again, the Nitro picked up the win the last time they met.
And just another tremendously athletic play from Chase Budinger. That, you know, after you get done going through all the tasks Kevin has given you throughout this match, go ahead and try and jump and then turn and go and dig a ball.
You have a list. Go execute it. You're off on Sundays. Find the nearest patch of sand. Give it a whirl.
Yeah, right now the Nitro need to hit the aggression button. Trying to be a little too cute out there right now. There it is. There you go. They got to hit the Nitro tanks.
Calling down a little Tokyo Drift. Some Nas there.
Thinking Fast and Furious.
I just poured out some water for Paul Walker.
Look at the turn.
That's back to set one.
Yeah, and again, that is a great serve, but it's right at Miles Evans, and he is just able to stay there. Steady platform, lays it up beautifully, and Chase closing speed, tremendous.
I thought Cameron made a terrific point in the last match talking about trying to narrow up the approach angle when it came to the option for Benish and Partain. Could you do the same thing? Another big block there. Could you do the same thing with this pair as they go more option? Could you serve middle a bunch?
You certainly could. I mean, Taylor Sanders just going green light back there, hitting his best serve, you would think. But that was probably not his best swing.
Or do you go the opposite direction, just serve the way of Chase Budinger? So fast, like warp speed, he picks up one more.
Yeah, this is quickly getting away from the Nitro.
He's not even short of breath. I am from watching him run left to right to find the pin. Wow, what a margin. This is huge.
The confidence with which they're running that offense is impressive.
How about the set? We don't give enough credit to Chase Budinger. Perfectly timed.
The San Diego Swedes, we're going to have to start calling them here as they innovate. Chase has got the right coloring.
An outstanding performance thus far from the San Diego Smash here in set 3. The last time they met, it was 15-11 in the third, the direction of Ta.Crabb and Taylor Sander. Crabb and Sander, only 2 losses through league play. The first at the hand of Andy Benish, Miles Partain. The second to Billy Allen and Paul Lotman of the Austin Aces.
I thought the Aces were a team that had momentum midseason and then lost it at the very end.
A look to what has occurred thus far. The Dallas Dream have picked up the semifinal #1, which means they are on to the championships tomorrow. And catch the action on CBS Sports. It was a 2-0 victory on the women's side over the A team. I want again to give a congratulations to both Alex Kleinman and April Ross retiring at this event from the sport of beach volleyball. What an incredible legacy they have left behind. Continue on alongside their families, as well as April Ross potentially working as a coach. And Alex Kleinman rocking the mom life. Congratulations to both of them. It's right back out. The Nitro need a push.
Yeah, and that's a play they've got to grasp onto. Almost another disaster. They turn it into a positive here with this set and put away from Ta.Crabb. Can they kind of use it to spark a little comeback here?
They change the opponent, and it still works for Chase Budinger.
Yeah, it's a good serve, but you know, I mean, a good pass and really a better set from Miles Evans. Getting the job done there for the smash.
The problem for the Nitro, too, is that Chase is in nice rhythm with the ball throughout the entire match. He's teeing off on everything.
Sander with a bit of force on his side.
Yeah, I think they have to work Miles Evans, you know, sideline. You talked about a little bit of the short deep, but they've got to make it deceptive enough to where he can't get the ball up to the net for that option for Chase Budinger, like you said, Kev. everything dialed for Budinger right now.
Sander serving instead from the right. He's in the backcourt, deters the kill. That hurts in so many different ways.
Yeah, I mean, even Chase shaking his head a little bit. That's probably not the play they were looking for as a team. You take it when it goes down, but sometimes when things are rolling your way.
The hero or zero play.
Yeah.
If it goes down, you're a hero. If it doesn't, your partner berates you.
Yeah, not a lot of upside to that choice, but it falls, so you move on.
Quick step in. Chase Budinger just gets to a different height late in matches.
Is this his best blocking performance of 2024? I think it is. He's not only been channeling balls to his partner, he's picked up a multitude of stuff blocks.
Oh, that's stolen from the Nitro.
Also known as Shouter. Taylor doesn't like the call.
Double contact called on the set.
It's 10-3.
Yeah, Taylor not happy about that call because there was one earlier, the hands of Miles Evans, that didn't get called that he feels like was equally as bad, if not worse.
Sander opening up this cross-court angle pretty significantly here, about a 70% swing. He's found 2 kills here in set 3 in the same spot.
Might not be enough. The side-out game for the smash has been on point.
Must find a way to slow it down.
Go, go. Yes.
Every choice is coming up golden for Miles Evans.
Miles' chance coming now. You're chuckling. What'd you hear, Rich Lamborn?
We heard the audio on that. Not the time to try and go for aces, which, I mean, that's a good point, right? You're just trying to add insult to injury if you're doing that rather than keep it on a team that's kind of reeling a little bit in their offensive game. Just finish it out.
Unique passing form there for Miles Evans as they have completely separated and gone a bit more of the split blocking system on the Nitro.
That reminded me of Benish and Partain just pushing the ball dramatically to one side.
San Diego Smash have won 3 of their last 4 on the men's side. Trying to open up the cutback angle. And there's a touch off the block.
I thought I heard one.
Yeah, that it can be deceptive at times. It seems like there's an extra pop in there, right? But let's see if we can see it here. Yeah, that one pretty wide of Chase's hands. And I don't think, certainly with this kind of lead, I don't think he's reacting this demonstrably if he actually did touch it.
Right. It's one of those plays you just need to move on.
Right.
A late flag. And I'm not talking about football.
Yeah. I wonder what the thought process is. The wheels are churning, the wheels are churning.
Go down there and take a look and chat about it with the line judge.
It's a slow replay in their mind, right?
Take a look at the ball.
Just want to make sure you get it right the first time.
This is one of those for the line judges that's difficult because the ball's coming at you, directly at you, and it's close to your body. No different than for the up ref when the ball is played right in front of them. I think he was trying to wait for the sand to settle, ball mark, make a decision. So difficult to see when it's hit right to your feet.
Yeah, he knows he didn't see the line hop. So then you got to kind of do the math on the ball mark, like you said, Kev.
Man, if the San Diego Smash do indeed pick up this match, it would put them in a fantastic position. There is a chance for that golden set to come about when you think about the next matchup. If these two, that's Gina Urango and Tony Rodriguez, if they were to pick up their match, it would be sealed. However, if they were to drop to Kelly and Sarah, we would be going to the golden set for the first time in AVP League history. It is now match point for the San Diego Smash. Back to the sideline against Ta.Crabb. And with that hitting error, potentially the flag was called out of bounds, but instead they're getting a touch. Intriguing change of events from the up official.
It was interesting, yeah, a couple touch calls overturning some hitting errors.
Match point remains. Clean, simple. C-Bud with the win.
Yeah, they really, I mean, that's surprising, right? It seemed as though the Nitro found a gear in set number 2, but they came out and it all went away. You have to credit the Smash, of course, for being on their game in the third, and they just ran away with it. Executed every aspect of the game with perfection.
Efficiency and confidence is what I saw from the Smash in that match, and it paid through that push from the Nitro. Really an impressive one. Best I've seen from the Smash in this year, all the way back to the Heritage events, this partnership, and the Paris Olympic Games. I thought this is one of their best matches start to finish.
Yeah, Cam, you pointed out how Chase seems to kind of find another level late in matches at times. That's been key to their run to make it to this championship, and certainly that was the case here this evening.
Well, we got a chance to see them in Paris, and now they have won 4 of the last 5 in the AVP League, and a big reason why? Chase Budinger.
They've definitely added wrinkles that have worked.
Without a doubt, that's one of those wrinkles. The tempo offense from the pin. The San Diego Smash now the winners, and with Mark Sherman.
San Diego Smash lead 1-0 in this semifinal. Miles, you look like you were having fun in set number 3. I feel like you're a guy who plays best when he's having a little fun. What is your, were you loose out there? Were you feeling it?
Yeah, you know, I worked with my sports psychologist this week, and I really got back to what I was working on to lead up to the Olympics. So I just came out in here and wanted to have a good time, and this is my court.
Oh, yes, I love it. It's looked like your court, Miles. Chase, you did some things that were just otherworldly, your athleticism, how high you play above the net. That looks like a big advantage to me in that match, especially. You were getting way up there, playing so hard at the net. What did you think going up against this team? What was your game plan against Taylor and Taylor?
You know, try to really control the ball, especially when Sanders is serving. I thought Miles did an incredible job of passing and getting me to get some open options where I had no one up at the net. And, you know, basically we just played pretty consistent volleyball. And when we do that, we're a tough team.
And you guys were going up against one of the best servers out here in Taylor Sander, like you said, sort of fending off that serve. And you did put Chase up a lot on 2. Looking at that serve coming at you, how do you play against a serve like that?
Yeah, you know, he's one of the best servers in the world for sure, and just trying to cushion enough to where it doesn't go over the net, and definitely just trying to get him up on 2 and then run my play.
Well, it worked. You guys played awesome. You got the comeback win after losing set 2, winning it in the 3rd, and now you are 1 match away from the championship. What's up, Chase?
Let's go, girls. Let's go, Smash.
Here we go. The Smash, the Nitro. The Smash are in the lead.
To Chase Budinger's point, Miles Evans had 20 in-system passes. That is the highest mark of the 4 by far. The offense was next level, 14 kills, 19 attempts, and for C-Bud, 15 on 21.
Stay warm. We don't know what's going to happen in this next match. It's a toss-up.
This is going to be fun. A chance to see Tony Rodriguez, Gina Urango facing off against a group of Olympians. Kelly Chang and Sarah Hughes, the San Diego Smash with fluid momentum in the semifinals.